Hello guys, so today we will start with New Zealand map. It's a very beautiful country located in the Pacifics, and this is the photo of Auckland, and this is the map of New Zealand. You can see Union Jack over here. We'll further discuss the reason. And one more thing, if you are yet to join the Prayas initiative, please join it today itself because it's a very important initiative for upcoming prelims 2023. Right, moving on. This is the location of the country. It is located in the southwestern part of Pacific Ocean and towards the southeastern part of Australia. So it basically consists of a group of islands. There are multiple small islands and three bigger islands. So it's a group of around 700 islands where these three, first, second and third, are a bit important, which we will discuss later. This particular photo is of Abel Tasman. So he was the man who became the first European to sight and record New Zealand. And during 1850s, New Zealand became a colony within the British Empire. So that's why there is a Union Jack present even today in the map of New Zealand, because New Zealand is not a republic yet, and it's a constitutional monarchy with parliamentary democracy, and Jacinda Ardern is the prime minister of the country. Moving on to the major cities, uh, I'll start with Wellington. It is the capital city of the country. It is located. You can also notice the location of Wellington. It is located in the Cook Strait, which is a very important strait for trades across the New Zealand. So you can also conclude that the capital city is usually located in the most important economic center of the country, right? Yeah. Moving on, Auckland. Auckland is the most populous city of the country. Next is Christchurch, Dunedin, Hamilton, and there is one more city called Napier. It is located over here. We'll see it in the next map. So these particular cities you need to keep in mind. You can skip the other pointers that are located here, but keep these cities in your mind. Yeah, moving on. Huh. This is the map, political map, and this is the Napier that I was talking about. Hmm. And here I would like you to focus upon Canterbury region. The Canterbury is the plain part of New Zealand, because New Zealand is very terraneous, very rugged kind of landscape, full of mountains, and New Zealand is basically located at the juncture of two tectonic plates. So there are multiple earthquakes occurring across the year. So it's a very fragile kind of country as far as earthquakes are concerned, and this Canterbury region is the plain part of the country. So Canterbury Plains is known for sheep farming. It's an area of braided rivers. Now I want you to read about braided rivers. Braided rivers, and it is also famous for its pastoral perfection between Southern Alps and Pacific Ocean. So I need you to read about it as well. So basically, New Zealand is heavily dependent upon the dairy farming, and agricultural products are getting exported from New Zealand. So that's why this region is very important. Yeah, moving on. The river map of New Zealand. There are few rivers that you should be uh, pointing out. First one is Waikatu. Next one is Wanganui. Wanganui is one of the river that was in news few years back. You can have a look over it why the news was there. The next one is Waitaki. Yeah, and this lake Taupo is there in the northern island. So about Lake Taupo, it's a lake on the caldera, and it is one of the world's most active super volcanic region. So I now want you to read about caldera. What is caldera? Read about it. It will help you out to understand the geography and landscapes getting formed due to volcanic eruptions, right? Yeah, now we'll also take a look about the water bodies surrounding New Zealand. The first one is Tasman Sea. It divides Australia and New Zealand Second one is Bay of Plenty, Hauraki Gulf. Next is Cook Strait. I have already taught about it. Next is the Pacific Ocean, obviously. The Fovio Strait, it divides the Stewart Island and the Southern Island, South Island. So Stewart Island is the third island that I was talking about. First one is the North Island, second is South Island, and third is Stewart Island. And there are multiple other islands like Auckland Island, Campbell Island, Bounty, and Antipodes. You can skip those islands because these are very trivial things. So these are the important water bodies surrounding New Zealand. This Canterbury Bight can also be noted. Yeah. Moving onto the physical map of New Zealand. So there are a few more things that I would like to tell you. That New Zealand is a part of Zealandia. It's a microcontinent that has recently been discovered, and it's nearly half the size of Australia. Regarding the physical geography of New Zealand, New Zealand is a part of Gondwana land, and it sits on two tectonic plates that I have already told you, the Pacific plate and the Australian plate. Uh, there are alluvial plains containing some of the New Zealand's most fertile and productive farmlands. So I already told you about the Canterbury Plains, right? And yeah, New Zealand has one of the largest exclusive economic zones across the world. It covers around 15 times its land area. So you should be reading about the exclusive economic zones as well. Yeah, these three things are your homework kind of thing. And now the physical pointings in New Zealand. You can see Southern Alps in the South Island. It's very important physical pointing on the map. Next one is Mount Traverse, Mount Tapu, Tapuanuku, Mount Taranaki. It is also important mountain peak. That's it. Yeah, I think this will do. Yeah. So you should be noting down these physical pointers of New Zealand. And uh, these people these people are the indigenous people of Australia, New Zealand. And these are the indigenous people of Polynesian island who have initially populated the country called New Zealand. So these tribal peoples still hold a very strong grip in the country's socio-political culture. They have a very strong say in the politics of the country as well. This is the rugby team of New Zealand, and they are performing Haka dance. Haka dance is a very famous cultural dance of Maoris. Maori, right? And yeah, this is the physical appearance of Maori people. So yeah, these are the facts that I need you to note down. And one more thing, New Zealand is known for extreme sports and adventure tourism and strong mountaineering tradition as well. So Sir Edmund Hillary, you must have heard about him. He was a New Zealander. He was the first person, along with Tenzing Norgay, to climb Mount Everest, right? So yeah, these are the important pointers of New Zealand, and I'll be concluding this lecture. Thank you.